Hello, 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 hello. A couple of minutes late. James will be happy. Welcome. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, Indra. Welcome to and good after Saturday moon. No? What's been mad? Good afternoon on a Saturday. The Last Wiki. Oh, I'm liking that handle. Hey, The Last Wiki. What's your name? Do introduce yourself. I saw Sonam come in. How you doing this morning, Sonam? Hey Sherry, good to see you there. Starchild Kundalini, another. Some fab handles coming in this morning. Morning Sherry. Hello. I love you too, sweetheart. Sonam, I enjoyed your authentic after gin scope last night. I think I saw you another one. Hey Christine, welcome. Greetings, Starchild Kundalini. What's your name, my friend? Yeah, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Everyone's saying hello. So, my name's Joel Young. I'm the creator and custodian of MPA, which stands for Non-Personal Awareness, and it's a really, really kind thing to do to yourself. Cordell, I will try and lodge that somewhere in my brain. Cordell, good. Thanks for being on here. Hey, Pillarstones Heidi. Good morning. It's Zen on the Run. Heidi from Atlanta. That's great. So I'm just introducing myself. If you haven't met me before, I'm Joel Young. Thank you for having me. Oh, my pleasure. I'm loving that. I'm loving that handle you got there. That's really, really cool. And oh my God, your name is like it's Cordell. That's it. Okay, I had to step away and let it come. I love your handle. I did not see that, but I was in bed at 8:45 p.m. Oh, good for you. That's very healthy. Me neither. Joel told me. Yeah. I watched it last night. Spreading all the love and happiness to everyone in here. That's great. So I say critical custodian of MPA. That's me, Joel Young, and it's a simple way to stop taking things personally, which is one of the kindest things I think that you can do for yourself. Is to really one of the things it does, apart from letting go of the yucky stuff and letting in the yummy stuff, as most of these tools do, is over time it really helps you to get a sense that nothing fundamentally is personal, and that makes you go from kind of Velcro world where things just stick inside you to kind of that frictionless world where things can pass through. It doesn't stop you feeling stuff because life is about experiencing, but it does let things flow through you much quicker and easier. Now this month I am doing 30 days of self-directed kindness. It comes from a book which is 100 days of kindness that I did. It's a little ebook and it is available for free. Oh, I don't want to give away the big reveal yet. Hang on, let me just focus that. 100 days of kindness. I deleted it. It was very embarrassing. I didn't think it was embarrassing, Sonam. I thought it was just beautifully, here I am after a gin, just being me. So there we go. D-Day Lewis, welcome. So yeah, the 30 days comes from the 100 days, which is a little ebook I wrote, which is available for free at that URL there, mpa4.me/BeKindToYou. Indra, you were drunk last night too. Yes, you were. But there we go. It was Friday night. What the heck, live it up and all that. Okay. So, how are you guys today? Oh, by the way, here's a little thing. This is a reveal for you. Look at this. Look at this. What do you look at this? I bought this morning. A little, one of the first. I don't know if you can see the light in it actually. Let me turn that because the colours are stunning. There we go. That's better. Can you see that? Is that clear? So, I had a couple of glasses too. Everyone's talking about getting pissed last night. That's great, isn't it? Living it up, living it up. So one of the early moments of kindness we had was take care of the little longings. And I walked into East Grinstead today, and I walked there because it's about 6 miles. But and I saw this mug and I longed for it. Almost walked away. I thought, no, I'm going to buy it for myself. It's quite big and it's beautiful blues and those lovely red cherry blossoms. I should turn myself around now. So you guys are all chatting away. Quite similar to Tissania. Pretty, yeah, it's pretty. It's big man-sized cup though. It's a proper mug. Very pretty. Nice shirt, thank you. Yeah, I'm in my denim shirt today. It's got this. This isn't a bird poo, just so you know. This is designer pre-stressing that happens here. So this is very deliberate, and it makes me cool apparently. So there we go. So, apart from all of you having hangovers, apparently, or in Vanessa's case, having got a really early night, um, how are we doing today? I'm going to go for the big reveal any moment. Not me. You haven't got a hangover, Christine. Okay, great. You're a clean living gal, though, right? For the most part. Come to Devon, the seagulls bomb you. Yes, I have been pooed on before by Anna. I had a good night's sleep. Great, Sherry. I loved your good night posts on Instagram, Sherry. I adore them. Thank you for those. Beautiful day, no hangover. Yep, no hangover. So we've got a mixed bag. Fragile heads and full of life. There we go. Okay, so the question is, I want to reveal it now because it's got to talk about. I am sober. I've had a few glasses of milk, though. Excellent. Thank you. Me too, lovely. Thanks, Cordell. Lovely bedroom. Me too. Lovely bedroom she posts. Oh, yeah. I was thinking, what's that? Yeah, she uses pictures. We love you, Sherry. I used MPA to help me this morning again. I saw an email came in from you, Vanessa. I'll have to read that. But that's great. I love that you're using it and using it. With cookies. Milk and cookies, Cordell. Is that what you did? It's great. Yeah, my sister's sober. If that's a reference to the AA and stuff, that's use it, baby. All right, so hey Angie, good to see you. Happy Saturday afternoon or probably morning. I'm thinking you're in the States. Hi, yeah, right. So you're bang on time, Angie, because I'm going to ask that question. So, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the big reveal? Do you want to know what today's moment of kindness is? Let me hear you say, yeah. Yes, yes, we have 2. I think I need at least 5. Please, I'll take that as a yes, yes. White folk are crazy. Really? What, all of them? Every single one? I don't think so. I think that's rather racist, actually. So I am gonna... Actually, oh, I missed him. Well, if he comes up again, just block him. I'm not having that. Okay, loads of yeses. Here we go. So we're on day 18. Let's see what we've got for you. Oh, I've got to turn it around. That's not going to help. Hey, exclamation marks. Exciting. All right, here we go. Day 18. Feel free to screenshot it. Share it on Twitter if you like, so other people can get a chance to have a look at it. This is all about an inner silence. So the invitation is to connect to an inner silence beyond all sound, and let that be your guide today. So connect to an inner silence beyond all sound, and let that be your guide today. So I'm going to show you, I wrote a blog on this, so let me pull that up because I prepared it before. Oh, I almost revealed an interesting there. Okay, so if you go to my blog, let me show you the URL of that, which is MPA, oh, tap the screen. There we go, mpacentral.com. And actually the URL, you can search for silence on it, but this one's quite an old one, but silence please. That's me in Vancouver, meditating in the centre of town. But this is a really good blog about this whole topic of connecting to a deeper silence. So I'm really inviting you to go and check this blog out specifically in relation to today's moment of kindness, because it goes in depth, and then we can chat to it. So what's it all about? I'll just so you got it again. Hang on. Whoop. MPA Central. Thank you, Cordell. Yeah, this I loved. I did a tour of MPA events over Canada. I think this was 2014, maybe. I did Toronto and Calgary and Vancouver. Took 2 events in Vancouver. Took some great pics there, and just yeah, I like that one. It's all about inner silence. So let's have a little talk. This one. Let me come back to where is it? To here. Okay, so I've got it. Okay, so let's talk about inner silence as distinct from noiselessness. So it's very different. Welcome, Aka Ms. Jem. That's a good one. It's always a mouthful, some of these things. Oh, I'm going to slurp some coffee in from my new mug. It matches my shirt. Look at that. Let's talk about inner... exactly. That's the thing right there. Thank you. I shall now resume after being blocked for calling a troll an idiot. Love it. Well, okay, so I'm talking about inner silence. So here's my distinction. So there's a difference between audible silence or inaudible silence and inner silence. So the invitation is to get to the place of inner silence. So what I witness, I'll be getting kicked off soon. So what I see happen regularly is for meditations and such like that, people get very het up on the noise that's around them, the physical noise that's around them. And I do acknowledge that, you know, in general terms, it has an impact, and it takes a certain amount of mental discipline to get beyond it. But there's a distinction for me between audible sound and an inner silence. Yes, this is good. I know you have a lot of noise around you. So I was working with a group of people for a long time, and what I would notice, did you get reported for sending me love yesterday? No. So what I noticed was there was one time we were in Brighton, and it was a big seminar, and the woman that was running the show was going to meditation, and she was very much about well, to put it bluntly, controlling the environment for the sake of meditation. So she literally had the staff go down, this is in the blog as well, go down out into to stop the people from doing roadworks because we were meditating. Now the story here is that the noise disturbs the energy. I always found that a very odd thing. It's not been my experience, is that if you're going to connect, I accidentally blocked, so sorry. We've come back to the story, but Heidi, we've seen that. So I do that with comments. I'll bang it, type in the comment, and I comment to someone completely different because it's going through. So that guy said rubbish, assuming you mean me, then please go away. So find something that you love. You deserve something you love. Go find it. So we're talking about inner silence. So here's the thing. The inner silence is not disturbed by sound at all. I was in, when I first met Eckhart Tolle, who's Indra's a great fan of, it was at the Vitality Show back in about 1991, and he was fairly new on the scene. And he taught me a great lesson because he said, he started off his talk, and it was in a room. The talk was in a room which was surrounded by the noisy fair, all these people with selling stuff and talking about their thing. It's all around us unless we live in a cave, exactly. So he sat there in the noise, and one of the things he said after a while, because he often sits for a while before he says anything, he lets everyone cook a bit, and he said, isn't it nice that life is happening around us? And it was great because you could feel the energy of everyone saying, oh, it's too noisy in here, all the rest of it. And it just really got everyone to go, well, for me, I speak for myself, he's an elf. He's a little gnome with a tank top on, and he's wonderful. But it really gave me a sense of, oh yeah, you know, what if you're fighting the noise, you ain't got it, baby. If you're fighting the noise and you think that it needs quiet for you to find the still point. And again, I do acknowledge, I have to buy his book now because of you guys. Yeah, Power of Now is the one to go for, I would say. So here's the invitation today, is to connect to an inner silence. So noise can be happening, but really inner silence, when I talk about it, is the absence of everything. It's that deep place that's beyond the self, it's beyond the world, it's beyond the noise. It's just silence, and it's always here. You have builders. So Indra, you have builders around you all the time. So there's a thing where, you know, in life, it's always a practice. It's a practice to find the place beyond the noise. And I'm never saying there isn't a place to go and say, "Oi, shut up," because there certainly is. It's about just polite human interaction. Like babies can sleep through anything. Yeah, me too. Mostly, yeah. Yeah, so let me just turn it around. What's your guys' experience of silence and noise? Come on, Joel, you know my story with the builders. I do know your story with the builders. And, you know, constant noise banging right outside your door for months and months is going to be a test. But, you know, this is mostly about just having a moment. So in spite of the noise or whatever noise there is, it's an invitation to inquire. It's an invitation to say, you know, there is this place that's beyond sound that is inner silence. So if you crave, 10 months of swearing and abuse is not easy. I know this is random, but it makes me wonder how I look inwardly as the absence of sound. How you look inwardly as the absence of sound. Yeah, well, what I'm saying really is it's beyond sound. Silence is. Let me actually, because I put it really well in that blog. So I'm going to have a quick look at the blog because I'll read it out to you. Okay, so it says true. Let me just say, true silence is never disturbed, not by anything, and certainly not by noise. True silence is a backdrop of total absence, against which the noise of experience, the one song, can be perceived. I'll read that again. So true silence is a backdrop of total absence, against which the noise of experience, the one song, can be perceived. Let me turn it around. So it's a really interesting question. How do I turn inward to the silence? It is deep. My blog, if you go to my blog, is all the deep stuff. I've got on my main website, which is joelyoungmpa.com or nonpersonalwellness.com. It's really about the process. The process is great, as most personal growth tools are, or self-help tools, for clearing your stuff. But underneath it is a real sense of the non-personal awareness. The blog is where I do all my deep shit. I call it my musings. So go check that out, mpacentral.com. Yeah, but it's like when you go inside, there's always going to be noise inside as well. There's going to be, because our thoughts are internally audible. But again, it's like, it's not something that I can describe with the mind really either. Oh, hey Jane, didn't see you come in. Good to see you. It's really a sort of intuitive, heart-focused, non-logical, experiential thing that is a practice. That's where the magic is. And the true silence, it may be something it takes years to get to. You might get there in 3 seconds. Always open to that possibility. But it's really about getting still. I mean, meditation, of course, is something which is a fabulous way to do that. But it's just go inside, let go completely of all attachment to whatever happens, and notice. I mean, it's an inquiry, because inquiry, just so, in case you don't know what inquiry is, hi, smiles to you all, just needed this today. Beautiful. The way what I mean when I say inquiry is you use a question, and the power is in the question. And often with questions, what we do is we go into our mind and try and figure out an answer. This is not inquiry. Inquiry is where you sit with the question and you let the answers find you. And it's not that there's a right or wrong answer. It's a process of discovering your own experience. What I notice is, and it's my label, inner silence, there is an inner silence. So it's not something that I can point to it, but I can't tell you what it is for you. The invitation is to inquire with it, to be still, even for just 5 minutes today, with the question, I like to use wonder or ponder. They're really powerful inquiry questions. Hello, LMC. You could ponder. Let me think of a question. You go like, I wonder if there was a way that I could connect to inner silence today. What would that be like? What would that feel like? And again, because it's inquiry, thanks for suggesting this wonderful person. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so the question, you sit with the question, what would that be like? What would that feel like? So you're not chasing it. What you're doing is you're sitting with it, and the experience will come in answer. And it will be what it will be, and it may be that it gets deeper over time. Because as I've been saying, let me just go back to the 30 days. Each of these, keep 10% always inside. Peak percent always inside. Oh, I know what you mean. 10% always inside. Yeah, keep some part of you focused on the inside. Yeah, well, the whole thing about including yourself in kindness is, I often say, it's including yourself in the equation of kindness. So it's good to be both, and a lot of people will be like, or at least in their mental realm, will be like 100% internal focus. They think that they're kind of pre-Copernicus, to use an astronomical thing. So pre-Copernicus, we used to think that the world was the center of the universe. And a lot of that, we create our own reality stuff, to be really frank, is pre-Copernicus. Because Copernicus got out and said, hang on, that's not right. Maybe we're not the center of the universe. Maybe we're around the sun. And then they discovered that even the sun goes around the center of the galaxy, etc., etc. So I think on our planet right now, there's a lot of emphasis on like you know, your thoughts create your reality, you create your reality, and they fail to acknowledge that we're going around something bigger, and we're a consequence to the gravity of that. So we're all affected by all of that. Now I've gone on and digressed there, but it is a pet topic. So here's today's connect your inner silence beyond all sound. Let that be your guide today. So what I haven't said today is all of these moments of kindness, you can take them if they resonate with you. Feel free to screenshot that and share that on Twitter. If they resonate with you, or especially if they're a challenge, you can make it your own sort of personal 30-day challenge of one of these 30 days. Or if you get that book down there, the MPA for me, BeKindToYou, at the 100 Days Kindness, you've got 100 to choose from. And you can, yeah, ponder is one of my favourite words. It's actually, if you go to the blog, Heidi, mpacentral.com, there's one on there which is 7 ways to, I think it's called 7 ways to raise your vibration. You can search for that. It's one of my most popular blogs, and it's 7 contemplations, and contemplations are like wonder. It's like it really, that the words are very powerful, and again, it's me offering a non-personal perspective and an invitation for you to ponder. I might well do a week scope on that one actually, because they're really powerful and people love that. So I sat in the sun for meditation this morning, all the noises around, just there in that silence. Yeah, great. So again, this is one, day 18, connect to inner silence, is definitely one which would be a powerful practice to take on for 30 days. Sorry, but sit in silence and think of nothing. Oh, I love that you said that, Melissa. So here's another big mistake that people make with meditation. They think that there should be no thoughts. Now, I have had an experience of a complete absence of experience, which I call the absolute, which is really a non-experience. But the truth is that, again, while I was talking about the Copernicus thing, you know, we're part of something bigger. Life is happening. So the silence is not about silencing your thoughts. Sorry, still can't see the kindness exercise words. The kindness, you can't see the words. Are you talking about the link there, Jane, or are you talking about the words? Are they not clear? Camera up a bit. Oh, really? Oh, you mean that because you've got the... I know what you mean. You mean that because you've got the... Yeah. It's because the comments cover it up. I'm always telling Indra about that. Put your face at the top of the screen. Yeah. Okay, so Melissa, let's talk about that because that's bang on topic. So it's, again, a mistake people make. Oh, I can't meditate because I still think. Well, good luck stopping those thoughts because you are literally in a stream of thoughts. So it's not about stopping the thoughts. It's not about stopping the inner noise. It's about dropping beneath it. So if I go with that analogy of being in a stream of thoughts, it's like if you're on the surface and all the noise is there and it's crashing around your ears, it's an invitation just to put your head under the water. There'll still be the rushing sound of the stream, but there'll be a quietness there. And if you go even deeper, you might even get to experience yourself beyond the thoughts, but it doesn't mean that you won't still have thinking happening. And one of my top tips for you, Melissa, my top tip for this is to let go of any attempt to do anything, to any attempt to change what's happening, any attempt to change the thoughts, any attempt to make anything be different than what it is. All of that power of now stuff, all it means is there's nothing to do. There is nothing to do. Things exactly as they are, exactly as they're happening, are perfect. So that's kind of, it's a challenge for us because we're told to fix everything. And the irony is that when you really just allow things to be as they are, you'll notice that you are receiving all of your experience, and then you'll begin to notice that within that receiving, change happens automatically. Because life itself, God itself, the universe itself, already has the same prayers as you for evolution and change. So there's nothing for you to do. So there's a slice of non-personal awareness philosophy for you. And that's my top tip. Great. So, again, we've gone very deep today. I can't help myself. It's been nice to see some new people on. Cardell, I don't know if you're still here, but it's been great to have you on board. And also, I think a few others that have come on. Hey, Mamka. If I've missed your comments or I haven't acknowledged you coming in, I do apologise. I love that you're here, and I just was off on one. You're welcome, Cardell. Show Bubs. Show Bubs. And I can't help feeling like you're a spammer, so I'm just going to block you. That's great. Stay in the moment, yeah. And stay in the moment takes no effort. That's the paradox. It's way too simple. Well, that's why we all write books about it. Do nothing. The difference there is conscious versus unconscious, I guess. I know that I'm doing it. So thank you guys for being here. Oh, I haven't plugged Indra, and I want to plug Indra today. Indra, can you put your name up so people can see? So if you don't know Indra, and I'm guessing with 10 people on, most of you do, don't worry, there you are. You have. Too late, you put it up there. So Indra's on at 2:30, and thanks, Joel. Much love to you. All going to find the silence in my tennis match. Great, perfect. Okay, great. I'll take that question, Melissa. Go ahead, type it in. Indra's on at 2:30, which is, let's have a look here. Oh, which is in 1 minute. Crikey, about to get in time. Back to my account meditation. Okay, go on then. Quick question, Melissa. Ask away. I'll answer that. Then we'll hop over to Indra. Indra is the best if you don't. Yeah, absolutely, she is. She's my absolute favourite scoper. She does wonderful, authentic, moon-based scopes, and it's full moon at the moment, or it's coming into full moon in solstice, so I'm sure it's going to be interesting. The spew, is it bitching about your life? Okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about here, we're talking about the MPA process. You can go to nonpersonalwellness.com or joelyoungmpa.com and download the process from there. She's talking about the spew, which is something I talk about in the keyword cheat sheet, which you can buy for a measly $7. It's like buy yourself a coffee, buy that. There's 2 coffees, or fancy coffees in Starbucks anyway, and you get the cheat. So the spew. Let me talk to you about that. It's just an unconscious expression. It's an invitation to express yourself exactly as you are. You don't have to particularly focus on bitching about something, but if what's naturally there, hey, 4 geeky dogs, hello. And I'm trying to think of your name, sweetheart, and it doesn't come to mind in the moment. Feel free to throw it up. We're coming right to the end, and it'll in a moment. So it's an invitation just to express yourself, Melissa, just to let it flow, and within that you're listening for the cookie cutters that you put into the process. And one of the key things about it is there's no agenda around it. So you don't have to bitch, you don't have to be positive, you don't have to be negative. It's just about letting, oh, thanks, Indra. I can wait. Just queuing up. Like you'll be doing like 40-minute scopes, I'll be doing 40-minute scopes and pushing you back. So yeah, that's the thing of this video. Does that answer your question, Melissa? It's actually a really important thing. Talk about what I want to let go of, like I'm obsessing over something I want to stop. Yeah, literally get your iPhone out, start the recorder, and just talk. I always say, imagine we're chatting over coffee, and I'm going to say, tell me about that. And you go, yada, 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 well, yeah, bloody hell, this, that, and the other, and then, oh, but I really like this, and you just talk. It's unself-conscious spew, and I missed that green question there. Feel free to put it back up again. And then within that will be everything that you need to do the MPA process. Was that you love the idea, what I'm talking about, or somebody else's comment? Sherry, if you haven't checked out, go check out MPA. I think you'd love it. It's a great tool to have. Yours, yeah. And the spew, I call it a spew because, I often say, how in control of what comes out of your mouth are you when you're spewing? It's also like a double meaning. Spew is yada, 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 and spew is, it's like how in control of you are you not. So don't be in control of it. Go into self-conscious expression because that's where you are most of your life, right? What we create in our reality is reflected by our natural experience, not always by the experience we express when we go into a process, because that skews it. So when you just go, oh, yada, 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 and then you're listening with that special MPA listening, the sort of the non-personal listening, then you notice where the really leveraged or key parts are. And those are the bits you use to put into the MPA process. Again, go back over that the keyword cheat sheet that I know you've bought now, Melissa, and have a look at it. But that's the essence of it, and that's a great question. And thank you for asking about MPA. It is my calling. If you don't know about it, it came to me. I literally said a prayer. Okay, Grace, give me a job. And I was working. I was teaching all over the world. I was teaching the journey work, and at the top of my game, I was like surprised the prayer came out. And a week later, it literally popped out of me in a coffee shop. 6 simple lines, and I was like, "You're joking? That's the answer to my life's purpose." And here I am 9 years later, and it's still my passion. I love sharing it. All right, here's a job. Okay, let's hop over to Indra, and it's like you and I, Indra, will like have a thank you, amazing, thank you. So I'm thinking, Indra, that we're like a mini daily Perry train. I hand the baton over. Only I'm starting to steal your time. 3 minutes into it. Hearts to all. Thanks, Joel. Great scope on the silent subject, and of course MPA. Great. Love me. I love you too. I love you all. You're all wonderful. What fun. I tell you what, I am so glad I decided to do 30 days of scoping, because I am loving it every day. I'm loving connecting with you all. I'm loving meeting new people, and I'm loving having a chance to share my shit, as I say, and the good shit, that is. I think I'm going to have to get into sharing the bad shit later on. But big hugs. Thanks very much. Hop over to see Indra, and I will see you there in the comments. Big love, guys. Thanks for being here.